This is Nightline, and I'm Liyana Hassanel. The top stories. Tragic Ramadan as 5 family members perish in early morning house fire. And Rakyat urged to unite against groups provoking and inflaming racial tensions. The headlining story. The lives of 2 siblings changed in an instant after they lost 5 family members, including their parents, in a fire that destroyed their home early Thursday morning. The tragedy in Raub, Pahang, not only shocked local residents, but also drew sympathy from the public and leaders across the country. The fire, which broke out at around 3 a.m., occurred in Kampung Pamakulat, Uludong. The State Fire and Rescue Department said the Raub fire station received an emergency call at 3:44 a.m. and the first engine arrived at the scene approximately 30 minutes later. The flames spread rapidly, completely destroying the house, along with 3 cars and 3 motorcycles. The fire was finally brought under control after 20 minutes. Tragically, no one was able to be rescued from the blaze. Those who perished were 56-year-old trader Muhammad Alawi Muhammad and his wife Zaleha Adam, aged 44. Also killed were their 3 daughters, 17-year-old Ruby Adira Patricia, 14-year-old Ruby Adlina Banin, and their youngest, Ruby Azian Bariza, aged 10. 3 of the victims' bodies were found inside the washroom of their house, while 2 others were discovered outside near the kitchen. The couple's 2 other children survived because they were not at home at the time of the incident. Their 19-year-old daughter, Ruby Adalia Balkis, is studying at a matriculation college in Gambang, while their 15-year-old son, Ahmad Balia Murkam, is staying in his school hostel at Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Dong. Malaysian Fire and Rescue Department Director General Datuk Sri Nur Hisham Muhammad said the fire is believed to have started in the outdoor kitchen of the house.
Kemungkinan berlakunya kebakaran awal iaitu di dapur luar daripada rumah. Itu bukan akhir lagi. So orang cakap kita fokus kita kepada lokasi tersebut.
All 5 bodies were taken to Raub Hospital for post-mortem. Meanwhile, the Sultan of Pahang, Al-Sultan Abdullah Riayatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah, and the Tunku Ampuan Tunku Azizah Aminah Maimunah Iskandaria have expressed their condolences to the families of the victims who tragically lost their lives in the Raub house fire. Through a post on the Kesultanan Pahang Facebook account, the royal couple conveyed their sorrow over the incident and prayed for the families to be granted strength and resilience in facing this tragedy. Al-Sultan Abdullah and Tunku Azizah also prayed that the souls of the 5 family members who passed away during the holy month of Ramadan be blessed and granted a place among Allah's beloved servants. In a separate post on Facebook, Pahang Menteri Besar Datuk Sri Wan Rosdi Wan Ismail also extended his deepest sympathies to the victims' families, describing the incident as heartbreaking. He added that the Pahang state government would provide all necessary assistance and ensure that the welfare of the victims' families is fully taken care of. In the meantime, the Pahang state government has provided initial assistance, including psychological support to the 2 surviving children, Ruby Adalia and Ahmad Balia. This was revealed by State Executive Councillor and Dong Assemblyman Fadzli Muhammad Kamal, who visited the site of the tragic fire in Kampung Pamakulat. He also met with the 2 siblings who were visibly shocked by the incident.
Bantuan daripada kerajaan negeri Pahang dan juga bersedia memantau perkembangan pendidikan dan persekolahan Balia dan juga Ruby ini.
Fadzli described their late father, Muhammad Alawi, whom he had known for some time as a good and friendly person.
Hari pertama Ramadan baru-baru ni, saya memang bersempatan bersua dengan arwah Alawi ni, yang orang ramai panggil Awi lah. Sangat mesra orangnya, sangat peramah.
In Johor, firefighters are continuing efforts to extinguish the blaze at the rubber processing factory and plastic storage warehouse along Jalan Air Hitam in Senai. Now into its third day, the firefighting operations are focused on the smoldering fires beneath the rubble and other flammable debris. The State Fire and Rescue Department has confirmed that 95% of the blaze at the factory in the Sengkang industrial area has now been extinguished, with firefighters still working to put out the remaining fires. 4 excavators are also being used to speed up the process of clearing and dampening residual embers. The Fire and Rescue Department's forensic unit is also on site to determine the cause of the blaze. Overhaul works are expected to begin once the fire is completely extinguished. The incident occurred at about 4:30 p.m. on Tuesday, destroying the semi-permanent factory and warehouse used for rubber processing and raw material storage. In another development, 5 more schools in Kulai have been temporarily closed after thick smoke from the rubber processing factory fire raised health concerns. According to authorities, 80 pupils from 2 primary schools reported mild symptoms, including headaches, coughing, eye irritation, and shortness of breath. The additional school closures involved SK Taman Kota Kulai, SK Taman Kota Kulai 2, SMK Kota Kulai, SMK Taman Putri, and Sekolah Agama Taman Kota Kulai. This brings the total number of affected schools to 7, after SJKC Sengkang and SJKC Kulai Besar were ordered to close temporarily on Wednesday. 56 of the students are from SK Taman Kota Kulai, while 24 are from SK Taman Kota Kulai 2. The Kulai District Health Office confirmed that all students are being monitored, with no hospital admissions so far. The affected schools have also been instructed to implement home-based teaching and learning until further notice. Meanwhile, the State Department of Environment has confirmed that Air Pollution Index, or API, readings around the fire site remain safe and under control.
Kesemua parameter yang kita ukur berada di paras AEGL 1. So sekiranya kepekatan tu berada di AEGL 1, maksudnya kepekatan tu berada di paras yang normal.
Members of the public, however, are advised to avoid the immediate area and to wear face masks as a precaution. The department added that its technical team will continue close monitoring, including river water sampling to check for pollution. Local residents have not made any complaints of serious health issues.
Tak ada aduan yang saya terima lah mengatakan ada masalah-masalah yang serius, masalah kesihatan ke tak ada so far. Alhamdulillah.
The majority of Malaysians want a country that is peaceful, stable, economically progressive, and grounded in mutual respect among different cultures and religions. Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim stressed that it is only a small group that often causes disturbances by provoking and inflaming racial issues.
Ini dia kekuatan Malaysia. Rakyat umumnya mau sambut begitu. Yang kacau, yang timbul masalah, yang hari-hari marah-marah ini kumpulan kecil. Rakyat terbanyak ini mau negara ini aman, ekonominya maju dan hormat semua budaya dan agama dalam negara kita.
Speaking at the Huazhong Chinese New Year celebration in Sri Kembangan on Thursday, Anwar called on the rakyat to unite in rejecting such individuals or groups and to focus on the larger issues shaping the nation's future and avoid being drawn into divisive matters. In his speech, Anwar also emphasized that strengthening students' proficiency in Bahasa Melayu remains a priority. At the same time, giving students the opportunity to master other languages such as English and Mandarin is equally valuable to the nation.
Selain bahasa Melayu, bahasa Inggeris penting. Bahasa Cina, bukan saja bahasa Cina kerana dia bahasa Cina di Malaysia. Bahasa Cina ini sudah merupakan bahasa ekonomi yang penting di rantau Asia dan di dunia.
The world will feel the impact if tensions between the United States and Iran escalate, and Malaysia will not be spared. Foreign Minister Datuk Seri Muhammad Hassan said a worsening conflict could have serious economic and security implications for the region.
Peperangan jika berlaku di antara Iran dengan Amerika, dia akan mengakibatkan impak yang amat besar betul-betul kepada bukan sahaja kepada negara Iran tetapi di rantau Asia Barat, dan juga ia akan mengakibatkan impak yang besar juga kepada dunia dan khususnya kepada Malaysia. Kerana walaupun perang di sana tetapi sekatan-sekatan akan dikenakan, Laut Parsi akan ditutup, Selat Hormuz akan tertutup, bekalan tenaga dunia akan tersekat.
Speaking in the Dewan Rakyat on Thursday, he warned that any conflict in West Asia could disrupt international trade and trigger price surges, with direct consequences for Malaysia. Muhammad also advised Malaysians to avoid travelling to Iran unless necessary. He revealed that 13 Malaysians, including several students, have opted to stay in the country and signed indemnity letters acknowledging the risks. Recent enforcement action by Kuala Lumpur City Hall or DBKL at the Bukit Bintang Street Dakwah site was not connected to religious activities. Minister in the Prime Minister's Department for Federal Territories, Hanaya, clarified that the action was carried out following public complaints on the installation of a canopy at the location.
Ini adalah isu sebenar, bukan isu dakwah. Ini adalah isu aduan kanopi di tapak tersebut, di mana mereka pasukan turun pada hari itu untuk meninjau keadaan untuk vandalisme. Operasi yang berbeza, cuma bila dapat aduan mereka tunggu di situ untuk tengok kanopi tersebut. Perkara ini telah diselesaikan.
Speaking in the Dewan Rakyat on Thursday, Yeo noted that the incident was further complicated by reactions from certain parties, which affected the enforcement officers involved and led to harassment on social media. She also emphasized that while the Federal Territories Department continues to support preaching activities, such events must always comply with regulations set by the authorities. Malaysia's first Google data center, currently under development at Almina Business Park in Selangor, is expected to generate more than 12 billion ringgit in economic returns. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim said the project is progressing well and has exceeded initial expectations. According to Anwar, who also serves as finance minister, Google's $2 billion investment announced in May 2024 involves the development and operation of the tech giant's first data center and cloud services infrastructure in Malaysia. The project is also expected to benefit Malaysians by creating 26,500 job opportunities by 2030. Anwar said this following a video conference with President and Chief Investment Officer of Alphabet Incorporated and Google, Ruth Porat, along with her team to review the progress of the project. Also present was Investment, Trade and Industry Minister Datuk Seri Johari Abdul Ghani. The Prime Minister noted that Google's strategic investment reflects continued confidence in Malaysia's digital economic ecosystem. Anwar added that the project aligns with Malaysia's aspiration to become a regional hub for secure data flows, cloud computing, and artificial intelligence innovation. The government also reaffirmed its commitment to facilitating investments and welcomed Google's interest in exploring further opportunities in the future. The number of online job advertisements increased by 7% to more than 281,000 vacancies in the second quarter of last year. The number of companies advertising positions also rose to over 57,000, up from the previous quarter. Decision, Datuk Sri Muhammad Uzir Mahidin said nearly half of the online job openings were in the professional category. In terms of occupation groups, technicians and associate professionals recorded more than 63,000 vacancies, followed by managerial positions. The services sector continued to dominate online job offers, accounting for nearly 65% of total vacancies. This was driven mainly by the wholesale and retail trade subsector, which offered close to 45,000 job opportunities.
What's really behind Malaysia's strong vehicle sales and what does it mean for 2026? Is the EV surge here to stay? And how much of this growth is truly local as costs and policies evolve? Where is car demand heading next? Azaria Tagaya speaks with MAA President Muhammad Shamsul Muhammad Zain only on Money Matters this Saturday at 4:57 p.m. on DB3 and stream on Tonton.
The yen clawed back strength against the US dollar during the Asian trading session on Thursday. The Japanese currency was lost 0.3% stronger against the dollar at 155.87, regaining some lost ground after hitting its weakest level in 2 weeks. It is recovering from earlier weakness this week following the Japanese government's appointment on Wednesday of 2 academics to the central bank's board, both seen as strong supporters of economic stimulus. Suspect in Bukit Kayu Hitam shooting arrested. This and more after this breather.
Bukber ikut cara Gen Z. Juan Ji jadi. Let's go. Vibe happening. Oh, Mami.
Inilah rutin tiap-tiap hari. Kalau lambat nanti Mami tak nak pergi kah? Semangatlah. Adik.
Konten, menu, wajib estetik. Jom berbuka.
Dia suka tahu bersilang-silang aku. Untuk mini boleh rebus tu memang kena 3 minit. Dah siap dah.
Of course, kena slay. Anak mama masak apa tu?
Aku agak sabar sikit belum puasa ni.
Memang orang dapur orang tu.
Menapuk siapa?
Tadi, yang tu masuk dalam ni.
Oh.
Mami, Mami.
Perangai gila-gila. Resepi serasi.
Sabar ni kerja saya hampir terjatuh tadi, tapi terlepas. Dah siap. Sirap bandung gula Melaka.
Siap dah.
Senang kan?
Senang lah.
Juan Ji kenyang. Sama-sama Ramadan, sama-sama berkat di TV3.
Menarik di Malaysia hari ini sepanjang minggu.
Perang harga di media sosial, peniaga secara fizikal tersisih.
Self-diagnose dan ambil ubat tahan sakit tanpa nasihat doktor boleh bawa maut.
Tafkah mahal, pengasuh terhad, ibu bapa hadapi tekanan besarkan anak.
Judi online di hujung jari, risiko ketagihan membimbangkan.
Isu garantor atau penjamin hati-hati boleh jejas kewangan sendiri.
Isnin hingga Jumaat,
eksklusif ditonton dan TV3.
I tengok tadi pun you dengan Ustaz kan macam tak ada chemistry. Ustaz, good job. Please I nak highest rating, okay?
I ni penat tau. Pergi casting, cari job. You buat apa?
Ania. Tak ada cara lain ke perempuan nak masuk syurga ya?
Hidup dalam maksiat. Hidup dengan fitnah orang.
Tetapi kita masih kena ikhlas terima takdir.
Di Cerita Rama TV3 Sabtu ini 10 malam dan stream sekarang melalui Tonton.
Welcome back. Police have arrested one of the suspects who fired at the vehicle of the Bukit Kayu Hitam commander of the Malaysian Border Control and Protection Agency, or MCBA, less than 24 hours after the incident. Home Minister Datuk Sri Saifuddin Nasution Ismail said the suspect is currently being interrogated. The car, driven by Senior Assistant Commissioner Muhammad Nasaruddin Muhammad Nasir, was approached by two men on a motorcycle who then fired several shots at the vehicle. The 5:40 a.m. incident occurred near the entrance to Masjid Muhajirin, approximately 1 kilometer from the Malaysia-Thailand border.
Insiden yang berlaku semalam di Bukit Kayu Hitam adalah merupakan satu insiden yang amat kita kesali. Tapi kita bersyukur kerana komander AKPS itu selamat ketika keluar awal pagi nak solat subuh. Tembakan hanya kena pada kenderaannya. Tapi kita dah buat tangkapan. Ya, tak sampai 24 jam.
Speaking in the Dewan Rakyat on Thursday, Saifuddin said ensuring border security remains a top priority for the government. This is because agencies stationed at the country's entry points face various threats, including cross-border crime, arms smuggling, drug trafficking, and organized criminal activities. He added firmly that security forces will not bow to any threats that arise. The Immigration Department has revealed that some Ramadan bazaars are being operated by foreign nationals without valid permits, particularly within small colonies of immigrants. Its Director General Datuk Zakaria Shahban said such illegal activities were detected at several locations around the Klang Valley.
Saya tak nafikan ada koloni-koloni yang kecil yang mereka juga akan meniaga sesama mereka lah di kalangan mereka. Dan ini juga tidak terlepas daripada pemeriksaan kita lah.
Zakaria was speaking to reporters after attending a Ramadan outreach program at the Immigration Department headquarters in Putrajaya on Thursday. He said enforcement and inspections will also be stepped up throughout Ramadan, particularly targeting foreign nationals working or trading without proper authorization. A police chase in Ampang, Selangor on early Thursday morning ended with the arrest of two men and the seizure of drugs. Ampang Jaya District Police Chief Assistant Commissioner Khairul Anwar Khalid said the incident occurred after patrol officers spotted a black car being driven suspiciously along Jalan Taman Bukit Indah at about 12:30 a.m. When police attempted to inspect the vehicle, the suspects fled towards Kuala Lumpur, triggering the pursuit. The car was eventually stopped and two men were detained. During inspection of the vehicle, police found drugs believed to be heroin and shabu, along with housebreaking equipment. The incident also went viral on social media after videos showed a police MPV pursuing the suspect's vehicle in a residential area. Both suspects have been remanded for 4 days. The case is being investigated for drug possession, obstructing public servants in the discharge of their duties, and possession of housebreaking tools. Over 50 killed in clashes in Pakistan border regions. The details when Nightline returns.
3 drama Ramadan paling emosi. Confirm buat satu Malaysia panas. Khianat yang terpilih.
Benda apa yang paling susah saya kena hadap? Saya terpaksa tinggalkan orang yang saya cinta dulu.
Saya tahu yang dia dah tahu pasal kita. Cuma dia tak ada bukti.
Ida pun tak tahu kenapa Ida nak kena ada rasa curiga dekat Abah.
Kerana cinta itu dosa.
So pernah dapat konten kan?
Ini bukan konten. Awak je lebih-lebih.
Kenapa tak daripada dulu? Kenapa sekarang?
Sekarang ni semua benda yang I buat tak kena dekat you lah. Tak kena.
Tak kena jangan I.
Bila cinta menjadi dosa.
Perempuan mana yang tak sakit hati bila suami dia ada perempuan simpanan?
Tak ada siapa pun yang boleh rampas tempat you.
Satu dunia dia boleh janji. Pijak semut pun tak mati. Tapi lepas tu...
Tapi please.
Juan G Drama. Sama-sama Ramadan, sama-sama berkat. Di TV3.
Tu lagi seorang dah sampai dah. Adik, angry Acik now. Acik late. Apa? Kuatnya adik. Besar.
Bukan tak datang lah kau bising.
Oh, tak boleh bising. Susahnya. Awak pancing saya dulu pun tak lama macam ni, Bi. Kacik, kau dah siap bagi tahu Kita mandi dulu. Cucu.
Jangan lupa saksikan Oh Mami di TV3 setiap Sabtu 7 malam dan stream juga melalui Tonton.
Terbaru ditonton
Disebabkan Jah rasa itu adalah tanggungjawab Jah. Sebab tu Jah tegur dia, Jah marah dia. Jangan dia jadi orang.
Husna, aku hantar kau pergi sekolah, suruh kau belajar tau. Bukan suruh kau mencuri.
Saya betul lah apa dia cakap. Duit je yang boleh buat hidup manusia sempurna.
Saya percaya ke? Dia pun sama-sama menyedara.
Muat turun dan layan tonton sekarang. Semua favourite anda di sini.
The foreign news. U.S. and Iranian officials met in Geneva for a third round of indirect talks considered crucial to preventing conflict, as President Donald Trump warned he could strike Iran if no nuclear agreement is reached. The talks on Thursday ended after 3 hours. Oman's Foreign Minister Badr al-Busaidi, who was meditating the discussions, said the negotiators exchanged creative and positive ideas and would reconvene after a short break. The prospects for a deal, however, remain uncertain. Trump has said he prefers a diplomatic solution, but is also weighing a limited strike on Iran to increase pressure on its leadership to accept an agreement. More than 50 people were killed in clashes between security forces and armed groups in Pakistan. Of the total, 34 armed members were killed in multiple counter-terrorism operations in southwestern Balochistan and northwestern Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, both bordering Afghanistan. 10 members of the Pakistani Taliban group Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, or TTP, were killed in an operation in Banu district, while 12 more died in a separate raid in Waziristan. 8 others were killed in Balochistan, and 3 additional TTP members were shot in a follow-up operation in Laki Marwat district. Meanwhile, sources said nearly 20 police officers and civilians were killed in a wave of attacks in northwestern Pakistan, mostly carried out by the TTP. In other news, a Thai political party that came second in this month's vote filed a criminal complaint against the nation's election commissioners on Thursday, accusing them of violating election laws. Reformist People's Party Deputy Leader Wayo Asawarung Ruang said legal action had been initiated in the criminal court against 7 commissioners, along with the Election Commission's Secretary General and another senior official. He said 2 of the charges related to the alleged abuse of power, while the third concerns the use of QR codes and barcodes on ballot papers. According to him, these markings could allow votes to be traced, compromising the secrecy of the ballot. The Criminal Court for Corruption and Misconduct cases said it will decide whether to hear the case by March 24th. This comes a day after the Election Commission ratified most of the results, confirming a win for caretaker Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul's conservative Boomjai Thai party. Turning to sports badminton, the 2026 German Open. National mixed doubles pair Go Sun Huat and Siobhan Lai became the first home representatives to storm into the quarterfinals of the Super 300 tournament on Thursday. The world number 11 pair secured a 21-18, 21-11 victory over Sweden's Philip Karlborg and Tilda Hua in a 30-minute encounter. Up next, they will take on Indonesia's Singapore duo of Glora Emmanuel Wijaja and Terry He for a place in the semi-finals. Also in the last 8 is national women's singles shuttler Wong Ling Ching. She beat Thailand's Pornpawi Cho Chung Wong 21-14, 21-19. National top men's doubles shuttler Aaron Chia So Woo Yik, however, failed to follow the footsteps after they were sent packing for home by Julien Mayo, William Villiger of France. They suffered a 15-21, 22-24 defeat. And that concludes Nightline this time around. Before we leave, let's take a look at Pokemon's first ever permanent theme park, Poke Park Kanto in Tokyo, unveiled just in time for the franchise's milestone 30th anniversary. With that, I'm Liyana Hassanel. Thank you for watching and selamat bersahur.